Israel has endured many wars and conflicts with its neighboring Arab states, but without a doubt, its most stunning military victory was in 1967 when it won a major campaign in just 6 days. Now, history buffs won't have to rely on written accounts of the decisive opening round of that war, but they can actually hear it for themselves. As part of 50th anniversary commemorations, a partial soundtrack of that first preemptive strike was just released by the state's military archive. Just about the entire fleet of the Israeli Air Force was deployed in the mission, which succeeded in demolishing over 400 of the fighter planes of its most serious enemies before they even left the ground. That opening blow, as one Israeli defense official told ILTV, also pretty much ended the war, and the other 5 days were simply spent wrapping up the details. Now the public can hear real-time communications of the IAF's Operation Focus that effectively put 20 airfields out of action in Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. It began at 7:45 in the morning on June 5, 1967, and what has often been described as one of the most successful airstrikes in military history was over by noon. The Israeli pilots are first heard maintaining complete silence while flying low enough to evade enemy radar toward their first targets in Egypt. Listeners can then hear the distinctive sounds of strikes against 11 airfields. 183 bombing runs were launched within a mere 101 minutes, after which Egyptian participation in the air conflict was completely eliminated. The recordings also include conversations between Israeli military commanders in Hebrew as they discuss that critical first phase of the war that ultimately ended with Israel's acquisition of Judea, Samaria, and the Golan Heights. Even more meaningfully, Jerusalem was reunified and the Jewish people could once again visit the holiest site in Judaism, which they were denied when Jordan seized the Temple Mount in 1948.